Good morning, everybody. Oh, a little bit of flicker there. Let me just sort that. I'll just turn the light off. I'll be right back in a moment. Good morning, friends. I hope you're feeling well this morning. It has been a little while. I missed the Monday stream because I was in Edinburgh for Edinburgh Fringe, which was amazing, and I do recommend Edinburgh Fringe to anybody who likes anything. If you like things, Edinburgh Fringe is a place to go. It's a lovely city, and the atmosphere is just amazing, with all these kind of tourists and hipsters out en masse. It's yeah, really super cool atmosphere. So it's like being at university almost, but the whole city. Very good. So where were we? I was building this little cave here, I seem to remember. And hello, Yuri. Good morning. And that's as far as I got. Right, made this little cave. Nothing to go with it at the moment. I'm wondering whether I want to take the torches out, maybe. And I'm thinking definitely I want to get rid of this stone here. Just to... Still getting used to the new textures, although they are so subtle that you kind of can't tell that they're different, which is good. I mean, that's a good thing. But I am noticing that the sandstone is not what I'm expecting. It's weird when you've had something be the same for so many years. You know, I kind of grew up with these textures. I was probably, what? I think it was about 17. So 7 years ago when I first was exposed to Minecraft, maybe even 8 years ago. And so see something like sandstone, you know, have a suddenly different texture. Weird. Have you guys checked out the new textures at all? Or just me mad enough to try these? I forget who it was who was recommending them, but I'm just basically... Sorry, I was distracted there. I thought I heard somebody. Yes. Okay. Looks good. So, here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try and bulk this up a little to prevent anybody from kind of getting through. I guess you can still get through, it's just a bit more difficult. Well, I think it's going to be impossible to actually block it without making it look a bit weird. That's okay. Let's leave it at that. I think I'm going to take out the... Well, you know what we could do, actually? We could make like a cool kind of burial chamber or something down here. That'd be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? I'm going for BR rock. Air 3. I want to do a 90. I'm going to do a mask stone. And what this should allow us to do is to just take out a little bit. I think we're going to have to swap over to shaders off because... Okay, I should know lots of jokes now, having been to lots of comedy shows. No jokes. Behind me. That is my dressing gown. Oh, or it's a hat and a shirt. Hopefully, and there's hopefully no creepy figure behind me. I did hear someone speaking behind me, so maybe this house is haunted. Ooh. And I'm gonna die at midnight tonight. Although hopefully, actually no, hopefully not. Where are my splash boys at? Okay. Okay. So just gonna make going like this really. try and make kind of a cool area. I think that'll work. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's just keep working with that, and I want to kind of open it up a bit now. I don't know how much space we've got here, but it is quite a large structure, so I think we got some space. Was my mouse off center? Don't know what that means. Yeah, not really sure what you mean by that. Alright, so I'm going to grab a blend ball in here. And let's just use a little blend ball over the rougher areas here, particularly on the base here. We want that to be nice and smooth, but things like that can go. And that. Down here. And this. Smooth out here a little. Cool. Could be really cool actually to get down to the water level. Now, I don't know if it's sandstone all the way down or what, but I think having water underneath would be real cool actually. Let's see if we can make a water cave through and see if we can connect up with it. Oh, that's funny. No, it looks fine to me. Looks normal. Oh, a cave through here. Let's go for a cave through here that goes into the water. So it looks like actually there's not sandstone all the way through, just on the edges here. So let's just... Aha, here we are. Perfect. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. So we've struck the other cave, and here is our... This looks like the edge here. So let's swap the mask over to stone and sandstone. Stone and sandstone and stone and sandstone and stone and sandstone. Say that 5 times fast. Or don't. See if I can. Went up too high. Let's go down a little. Aha. Here we are. There we go. Okay. So this whole area should be just about flooded, I think, which is cool. That's kind of what I want. So let's do a blend ball through here real quick. I actually still have the blend ball equipped, so that'll be nice and easy. And we'll go through that real quick. So I was in, I'd say, I was in Fringe this weekend, which is really, really cool, really fun. Really nice atmosphere. And some cool shows too. So I was at a... I actually only went to one show because it's kind of tricky sometimes to choose, I suppose. We're doing the other tourist stuff as well. Hey, that's cheating. If you didn't have to say it out loud. Like, say it out loud and then email it to me. Or whatever it is that you kids are doing. WhatsApp or WhatsApp. OSnap. I don't know what it's called, what the kids are doing these days. Alrighty. There we go. Get that. And I think I'm going to leave that little cave there, actually, so we can kind of see in. And let's slap some water on that. So we'll go from the base here. Pause 1. Fly all the way through. Go over this side, and we'll get on the surface here. I think I should be able to just stand kind of here. Oh, thank you. Jake Paul. I hope hoping that's not the real Jake Paul. But thank you, fake Jake Paul, for $1 and a very long message. So I'm going to replace the air here with water. And there we go. So now we should have like nice little bit of water kind of visible here, and just about swimmable. That's cool, and hopefully now, if we're up here, we should be able to see that water too. Kind of a bit of a hazard here, actually. If it's if it is an adventure map, the player could fall in, and they would fall out and would not be able to get back in. Okay. I did not watch. But I heard it was big, and I heard that there was a lot of what's the word? Twitch pirates, I suppose, which is apparently the new trendy place to pirate stuff is Twitch, which is unexpected, but there you go. So I'm gonna put some sand on the ground here. The overlay D1, and let's just drop that on with sand. Just gonna overlay some sand on here, so I think that's kind of cool. Who is Jake Paul, by the way? Do you want to send a message? Make yourself known, friend. We're just gonna bring this the whole way over. Do the sand in the base of the other one too. Oh, I didn't know you could actually do that. I managed to pop out the rock from underneath that sand and replace it instantly. Never going to do that. Oh, apparently I am going to do that again. But I'll tell you what I am going to do. Or I'm not going to do anyway. I'm never going to give you up. It's so funny sometimes. I should have had a show at Fringe, shouldn't I? So just going to sand the base of this one as well, because it makes sense. And oh, there we go. Lost our night vision, so just move this a little. See what we got. Oh yeah, no, it makes. I don't know. I thought I would have guessed as soon as they said it was a draw and that they were going to have a rematch like right away. They both just agreed to have a rematch right away. I was like, that sounds like. It sounds like it's rigged. I mean, that's a lot of money. You know, they made 10 million, probably, in terms of YouTube revenue alone. So, yeah, it's very reasonable to think that it might have been rigged. I wonder if they're gonna, I mean, it's possible they could even fix it completely. I don't know if there are any better, bookmakers carrying bets on it, but if there are, it wouldn't surprise me if they thought about like legit actually rigging the Victor. This brush interacts really strangely with the water. I don't understand it, but there you go. Cool. Alright, so that's kind of added a little bit more interest to this giant chunk of rock that we've got. It's looking a little bit like Swiss cheese now, unfortunately. Which is maybe not quite what I wanted, but if I get rid of these torches, I think it should reduce the Swiss cheese effect a little bit and make it more like dark and mysterious caves. Still looks surprisingly bright. I'm going to swap over now, back to shaders. Seus again. I don't know how much money they will get for this fight each. I would imagine it's going to be a fair old bit, though. I mean, they weren't the only fighters, and obviously they weren't the only what's the word? They weren't the only party involved, so I mean, they're probably not going to get the majority of it. I would imagine they might walk away with something like $1 million a piece, though, which, you know, in YouTube money, that is big bucks, like ching 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 ching. You know, imagine my eyes like rolling like a slot machine and then coming up dollars. That's like what I'm seeing if somebody says $1 million to have a fight. You know, they're not even fighters, so somewhere here is a fake light source, and I don't know where. Kind of weird. Well, hopefully it'll sort itself out. And yeah, okay, it's pitch black in here, that's fine. I'm not too worried about doing kind of interiors and stuff anyway. I just wanted to kind of have that basic setup. So that's looking kind of nice, and we got this hole down here, and we'll just check what this out looks like with the shaders. Dark is what it looks like. Cool. Yeah, can't see through it all. Oh, you can just about, with the right angle. Boom, right there. Just about see through. Let's get rid of some of these weird floating sand blocks here. Weird. Jerome, how are you this morning? I'm gonna have a look around here, and I think this is next area actually to work on. So we'll see if we can kind of, I think I want to smooth it a little bit. I know I already smoothed parts of it. I don't want to completely smooth it out though. Hello, cool orca. Absolute stone cold killer. Whale. Ha ha ha. Oh, somebody's pinging me on my phone, or something's pinging me on my phone anyway. Let's be honest, it probably wasn't a person. Sure, thank you, friend. So just sand in this area a little, and to make it nice and more beachy than it was. I mean, I kind of like the way that these rocks are on the beach, but I don't like the way, obviously, the sand looks, because the sand, you know, shouldn't look quite like that. You know, sand is always forms kind of smooth shapes, generally speaking. So rocks are fine, but then the sand has to also kind of look like it fits around them, which is not presently doing so well. So I'm just going to try and, yeah, give it some TLC, because there's no real substitute that I'm aware of yet. For the TLC of just placing block by block for like nice kind of organic curved surfaces. I mean, I know this is not strictly speaking an organic curved surface, but it could be an organic curved surface. It is a curved surface anyway. Img. I get it, because you said the start of your name and I said the start of my name. Hello, Slime. How are you this morning, friend? Hope you're well. I hope you haven't missed me too much. So, just gonna keep moving through here. That must be the most common phrase on this program. Oh, this is a program. Oh my goodness, speaking of programs, you know what's starting soon? You guys probably have no idea, actually. You probably don't even care. But I care. It is the one, the only, the most important program on the television. The most important program that you will see this year. It's a Great British Bake Off, and it's back. And I'm very excited. Do you guys watch any Bake Off? Have fun, Jerome. It's good to hear that you got the job and everything, though. That's nice. Hopefully, I'm not responsible for any subpar McDonald's burgers. Although, let's be honest, they're all subpar. Yeah, Great British Bake Off. Was that a question or a guess? Because, you know, obviously with the delay, I can't really tell. Yeah, GBBO is back, and I'm so stoked. I love it. It's so what's the word? Just wholesome, I guess. Wholesome and nice. Which is kind of makes a big you know, in the world of Love Island, it makes it's quite refreshing. Just as I, in a world ravaged by Logan Paul and KSI. I hope to be a little chill abyss. Abyss, no, an oasis, not an abyss. I don't want to be the abyss. Okay, I'm gonna knock out some of these a little. I don't know. I can show you. I'm glad you asked, Orca. Let me show you. So here's the center of this area. We have this big temple. It's not a very big temple, actually. It's quite a small temple. Over here we have, if we will load them, some big boy trees, which are my favorite part of this build now, I think. So there's one. Yes, I have many mods. Notably, I'm using, on the client-side mods, I'm using so shaders mods. I'm using specifically Seus shaders. Obviously, you need Optifine for that, so I have Optifine and I have SEUES shaders. And I'm also using some server-side mods, so I have faster world edit, and that comes with Voxel Sniper, so fast asynchronous world edit and Voxel Sniper. Here's what this section of the build looks like. Now, my PC seems to be particularly slow today, so it's not loading too much faster, but you can see this is what this section is like, but it is built the whole way around. If I come over here, you can see that there is more stuff over here. It is fully built all the way around. I'm just doing this. There's the last kind of 1/4 here that is not built, but I'll be getting onto that hopefully later today, I think. Is what normal? Am I normal? No. Are you normal? Probably not. Is this stream normal? Yes, this is about what the stream looks like forever. I'm glad you think so, friend. If you're interested in how it was built, there is a paper trail of about 40 videos documenting how this whole section was built, because it's all been built on this stream. So if you're interested in any particular section, good luck finding it, because that is a lot of videos to skim through. Well, it's funny that you should ask that, actually. I get that question quite a lot. And in fact, this is a computer simulation from the year 2018. And this is not real life. This is actually, they call it a video game. A video game called Minecraft. Is this a real life? Or is this just modded? Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe that's what you meant by is this normal, not modded. Yeah, no, it's modded to fake. Okay. Well, that's just smoothed. Smoothed a little bit more. I know I keep having a go at smoothing this, but it's such a long and slow process. You know, every time you do one more layer, you realize another layer is wrong, and it is a very slow process to smooth these all the way out. But you know, it's a worthwhile process. And I'm going to move on to what's happening over here next. Under the sand. I'm just going to take a little bit off this layer here because it's way too fat and way too close to the next one down. And yeah, let's go for what's over here then. So, I quite like the new bark, actually. The new bark does look good. So through here is some room for something. So over on this side we have, let's just have a review of this area here, because this is a nice area. So they changed the way Andesite looks. It looks a bit nicer now, I think. You have the beach here. The beach looks kind of strange, actually, like it's a bit jagged. Let's have a go and see if we can kind of resolve that just a little. Oops. So I'm just going to try and smooth out that beach just a little. On the edges in particular. So like here, for example, it doesn't really make sense for that to not be sand. That's a little better, maybe. Who lives in Britain under the rain? 70 million people do. Everybody in Britain. It was a trick question. Everybody in Britain lives under the rain. Alrighty, so this is going to be, I think, the main kind of corner here. Actually, I don't know. I was thinking what I wanted to do up this way, maybe. This is the new standard texture pack. So they're making a new texture pack, and this is what it looks like. It's going to replace the default one, but you can see it's just slightly modified from the default one. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe I want to actually build maybe a river coming up this way and have the build continue. Certainly, I want it to. I mean, if we come over this way, you can see we definitely need to have this section be built up, because if we go over here. You can see we will get eventually to the mountain over here, and so this obviously needs to be a whole like mountainside here. So yeah, I think this will be the edge though. Okay. So now, after a lot of chit chat, let's get down to let's get down to business. And to defeat these rocks. Nobody tell the RCS that we're here. Alrighty. So at the moment we've just got a bunch of big rocks, and they're looking kind of boring. This is kind of cool, actually, this overhang here. So I'm just looking for some inspiration about what I'm going to do here. Now I could try and make it kind of a bit exposed and gravelly is what I'm imagining, because this is going to be the very edge. Oh, it'd be really cool actually if we have like a little island out here, like a pillar. Yeah, in fact, let's do that. So we had stacks and stumps over the other side. Let's do them again here. But I'm just going to do one big one. So let's go for that. So first off, let's get rid of all this water. So we're going to do BR cylinder 3030 water. No, 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 no. It's air 3030. Then we do mask water. Or snow. I do like the idea of snow. However, hold that thought. Snow is snow does not play nicely with water, seawater in particular. Raises the freezing temperature, lowers the freezing temperature, sorry, and so actually you're very unlikely to find snow next to the water. And so yes, we will have snow, and there will be snow. I promise you there'll be snow, but there will not be snow for now. That will be at a later date. So clear, clear, clear. There we go. Nice, big, smooth, sandy area. Righty. So, how are we going to start here? I guess let's raise a huge stack is the first thing I want to do. So I'm going to do BR cylinder stone size 30? No, wait. That's width. A width of 15 and a size of 30. And we'll go boom. And there's our basis for our stack. Except we're going to have two. We're going to stack it. We're going to stack those stacks. Stack them. Okay. Next thing. Let's have a little stump as well. Let's just make it a little bit smaller. So put a stump maybe in here. Right, let's have it be a little bit more dynamic. And just a cylinder. And we'll make this a little bit smaller, maybe like an 8. And I'm going to stack these up in a way such that they will be somewhat interesting in shape. And let's make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to do the same one here because we want this to be kind of an interesting shape and not just cylinders. There we go. Okay, so let's just check the basic shape there. See that we've got kind of the shape we want. It's cylinders. It's stacked cylinders. Not very exciting, but I think it's okay. So next thing we're going to do is erode it. Actually, while we're here, because the ground often gets neglected, let's just kind of bulk out the ground a little bit around these guys. Particularly around the base. The buttery biscuit base. Acid base, smack around the face, buttery biscuit base, etc. I'm sure you guys know how it goes. MasterChef. Also a good good program. Not as good as Bake Off though. Is anyone going to be watching Bake Off? Or am I fully alone? Well, I won't be fully alone. Everyone in Britain will be watching. But alrighty. So just going to bulk out a little bit in kind of random places here. And there we go. So next thing is going to be eroding this stuff back. And I'm going to do that with pleasure, because that's one of my favourite things to do. Random. Random erode. Okay, so this brush is powerful, and it does a lot of random things. That's why it's called random erode. Frequently it does nothing, which is what we're seeing here. And sometimes it adds stuff, which is also a bit weird, but as you can see, it is doing some random stuff. And it works quite slowly because of its random nature, but we can make it a bit bigger, so let's do that. So this is a size 10, this is huge, so we do need to be careful with this, because it is going to cause serious damage if it's gets a big hit. But that's okay, because, you know, that's kind of what we want. Some serious damage in places. And so we're just going to keep running over this whole area. Whoa. Big circle, take out everything. I think there's one mode that just kills everything in the brush radius, so we do need to not use that. If it hits, we can undo that. Cool, cool. Whoa, that's a big one. And yeah, there we go. Alright, really starting to get some more random damage in here. Perfect circle there. It looks like a kid's toy. Like one of those, you know, where you got to put the block in the right hole. I say you because, you know, I have recent experience with trying to fit the round block in the square hole, and it turns out it doesn't fit. There we go. Okay. So, there we go. Without too much of an effort, we've made a much more interesting shape. Now, obviously, we still have so much more work to be done. So, let's do BE... What is it we want to do here? Let's do the lift brush. That's my favorite one. So I'm going to make it smaller. So what I want to do here is, particularly around where the waves are hitting. So that's like this level here. It wants to be a lot more eroded. This is how wave erosion works. So let's make that a bit bigger. And so these areas where the waves hit take a lot more damage than everywhere else does, because obviously, well, I'm sure you're aware of why waves wear away at rock. It's just like a lot of energy that's being pushed onto the rock, and so particularly around where the waves are, it will be very eroded. Not too late, actually. You are more on time than some people, or than you frequently are. I don't know. Who knows? But that's done. And now I want to kind of reshape this to be a bit more exciting. So specifically, I want to hit in here and try and just make it less of a cylinder. I'm just going to push in this direction here. Now it's going to cause a lot of damage to the shape, but that's okay. I like this shape here, and I want to kind of push in here actually, since we've got this big kind of circular depression here. Let's kind of explore that a bit. And let's lift out a little here, just to make, you know, just trying to basically add any kind of noise that I can to break up the cylinder shape. So we have this guy here, and it makes sense that this would be kind of a bit bulkier since there's something on the top. Well, I hope it's getting better for you, friend. I've also been having some problems. This is why I missed some streams past few days, but you gotta remember, it always gets better in the end. Well, unless you die, but then it doesn't really matter, does it? Wise words from me. Alrighty, so we got a real mess of a rock now, but it is kind of an interesting shape at least. Yes, let's see if we can run around the base here a little bit and just diminish that, and we're gonna have to work on this shape too. So let's do that actually. And through here is where the waves are rocking. Let's try and kind of do that a little. Just a bit more eroded. I'm actually going to erode off the sharp edges here as well, because I don't like those. I'm going to do some blending on top of this, so smoothing the shape out a little bit, because of course right now it is a real mess, but that's quite good. It makes like a nice more natural shape instead of this kind of flat one. Actually looks okay. I think we're about ready for a first blending pass. So we're still kind of a long way from the finished finish, as it were. From the finished finish. The finish. Is this Droopy Likes Your Face? Is that the name of this song? I can't see, but it's a very interesting name for a song, and a very interesting song. Let's just take the corner off this bit too. Cool. Let's go for Blend Ball. And we'll start at the top here, and we'll just work our way around and down. So this is going to create a nice, smooth surface all the way on top. All the way around. We're actually going to go way bigger with this, because that can speed us up quite a lot. So... blending through here. Here's the real question. Will it blend? That is the question. Righty. Yeah, it looks pretty good actually. Looks nicer anyway, but we still need to put kind of a final surface level of finish on it, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that actually. I could maybe use a random erode all over it, which maybe will work. Let's have a look at what that looks like. It looks a bit weird actually. You can definitely tell that that cylinder's on the top. So let's see if we can do something with that. Did we do the whole way around here? I think we did. Yes. Yeah. All looking good. Oh, that's weird. What happened there? Whoa. Let's not do that. That's the wrong one. Well, we'll sort that with, I think I'm going to use a lift brush again. Use it to add some more noise back and to work with this shape here, because this is a bit ugly. So let's do... lift brush. That's right. I remember. I know what I'm doing. Never doubt me. Well, actually, no, you can feel free to doubt me. It's very doubtful overall, isn't it? Go. Yes. Cool. Let's smooth that in just a little. Yes. I think this looks good overall, actually. I'm gonna try and break up this this obvious cylinder edge here, because that looks bad. Adding a little noise in here, a little bit of noise just here and there, and there we go. Going to try and accentuate any shapes that we see breaking through. So here, for example, we can see there's kind of a depression here, so let's try and kind of accentuate that, just making the shape a lot more interesting. This is a very flat surface, so let's see if we can kind of break that up a little. Let's see where I went with the brush there, so let's just hit it a little more so it looks even more brushed. Nice. So that's cool, I think. I think it's a bit too not chunky enough, maybe. On top, no, no tree here. I think. I think I'm just gonna leave it kind of as a rock, maybe with some kind of grass on it. What I want to do is like puffins, but I mean, there's no good way of doing that. That I know of, anyway. I do want to make something kind of more over this way, so I'm going to actually lift on here. This one to lift. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. I didn't... Wow. Really quick. I wonder if they modified the way World Edit works, Voxel Sniper works, because this is quick now, suddenly. I hadn't even noticed how quick it was. Yeah, so what I want to create actually is kind of a impression of maybe that there was an arch here. Or actually, screw it, let's make an arch. This arch is a part of this architecture, so... Oh my gosh, it's so quick! It's amazing! Wow. I wonder actually whether our Jake Paul donator was actually Jake Paul. And the reason that I would say that is he just got like a buttload of money, right? And he wants to build his brand. So if he went on every stream on YouTube, actually he would have used a super chat then, wouldn't he? I don't know. I don't know who this mystery Jake Paul man is. Okay, so that looks weird and stupid, but what we can do is bulk a lot more. And we will bulk a lot more. Wow, did you see that? That was amazing. Like, just boom, 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 boom. I don't know what's happened. I wonder if they... Well, I haven't downloaded any mods, any updates for it, I think. Unless it downloads updates itself, but... Goodness me, this is game changer. Like, it's so fast. So I'm trying to bulk up here just to make this kind of a more believable shape, because we don't get what you don't get is just random arches of rock. It just doesn't happen. So this is, as you can see, it's more of a big piece of rock into which an arch has been carved, rather than an arch that has been surrounded by rock. Yes, actually that looks super cool. Fairly natural as well. Nice. Boom. It's looking good. So kind of a natural shape along the top there. Yeah, I think we're good. It's quite bulky looking at the moment, but we can sort that pretty quick. So let's take a little bit off the top edges here, just to try and reduce the bulkiness of it. Because what I don't want is this kind of circular shape. I want it to be kind of, you know, rock shape. Rocks don't form nice, neat cylinders of stone. You know, it tends to be kind of a very rough and rocky shape, which makes sense because it's rock. This is where we get the term rocky from. So, alrighty, yeah, that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to take a blend ball over it, I think. Let's do that. And we just bump the sides up a little. And this is going to make it super smooth. Again, I know I just worked on that, but I mean, it's way too rough at the moment. It's no good at the moment. So we do need to take over some kind of smoothing tool. And blend ball is the best one for the job, I think. And yeah, no, maybe I don't need to do much more with that. Boom. More on there. That's cool, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure I need to do much more. Now what I could do here is get some kind of I could introduce some more beaches here, but I'm not sure if I want more beaches. There's so much effort. So I might try. I kind of want to route up there though. I want the player to be able to get up. Maybe another archway. Let's make another archway, I guess. I mean, I don't like having two arches like that, but I think it's the best way. Yeah, let's do another archway. So we do a BE lift. This is a very big lift brush. Let's get that brush a little bit smaller. we have some non-typical stone here, so who knows what's going to happen when these join. Going to join together. Perfect harmony. Bit of water there. Bit of that, in case it caused any trouble. I'm just going to bulk through here a little and make it a bit more, again, kind of natural looking, so it's less, you know, a small arch is reasonable, big arch, less reasonable, less realistic. And I'm actually going to bulk all the way along the base here, just because this brush is super powerful now. I don't know why it's suddenly working so quickly, but I may as well. I mean, no one's ever going to see this, hopefully. If they do, they're going to notice the big flat expanse of nothing more than they notice the fact that the rocks are just on the big expanse of nothing. Yes, okay, so let's have a look at that. That's cool. So I do want to maybe make some kind of erosion in here as well. Like a cool sea cave. Yeah, that'll be cool. And let's really ravage it again. I'm going to take another round around the outside here of wave erosion and kind of spread it around down here. I suppose I should probably take wave erosion through here as well. So let's do that real quick. Now it's obviously going to be harder to see on these shapes because they're much less vertical, but yes. And there we go. This is still very unnatural looking. Let's bulk out through here a little. Just kind of join it as much as I can to make it kind of look as strong as possible. I do obviously want to maintain some kind of semblance of arch. I don't want it to be too bulky, but yeah, no, I think that works actually. So maybe we can introduce some more rock types. I think in terms of smoothness, it's about right now. I'm gonna actually do need to come through here. Whoa, let's not do that. Do need to come through here with a blend ball and just whoa, gotta be careful with blend ball on this rock because it does not like it. Just gets damaged only, it turns into the other type of stone. I don't think data types are reserved by the blend ball, unfortunately. So just going to take off any extremely rough sections. So there's a couple places where I just use the lift brush and I'm just going to try and smooth them down a little. See, that looks like a little cylinder's just been, little sphere's just been knocked on there. I don't know, I see 4 in the list, but I'm also here, so that does make 2 of us. Alrighty. So that's yeah, it's working quite nice. It's smooth on the top actually. Oops. Like the top is a good place to have a nice smooth surface on because I'm going to cover this with some grass. I don't want it looking too rocky. Alrighty. Let's put some grass the whole area. In fact, oh, so we're going to do V overlay, V1, V grass, and V size 8, and with the size 8 brush, this should be relatively painless, nice and quick. There we go. So much faster Voxel Sniper, I don't know what's happened. Something's different now, because it's so much faster than it was. You know what, I'm going to grass over this area too, because it doesn't make sense for this to not be grassy then. Come on, hit that spot, yeah. And that can be grassy, and we may have to do... we're probably going to have to get rid of some of this grass later, but for now it's fine. And I did not do any work on this area, so I probably shouldn't grass it yet, actually thinking about it. So, oh well. Alrighty. So, I want this to look super kind of rough. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a rock over there again now. Because I want to get rid of that grass that's down the bottom there. There are some places where the grass should not be, and Under the Sea is one of them. Yes. Go. And that is about us, I think. Yes. It looks like grass dealt with. And do I want to build a tree? No, I don't think I want to build a tree on here. Can we climb up, actually? That's a good question. Is it possible to climb here? With some difficulty, I suspect it might be possible to climb this. Yes, I think it is possible. No, it's not possible. Alright, let's just make it possible to climb this real quick. Make it a bit easier in places too. That's okay, but yeah, so that should be possible now to climb. It'll be easy, in fact. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. Very possible to climb. So here's what I'm going to do now: is get some rocks. Let's do andesite, is it? Diorite. That's andesite. Andesite. 2. 90. And nothing happens. I don't know if the mask is on, maybe. Oh, there we go. It's too big. Aha. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I've been okay. It's just okay, to be honest. Struggling with a few things, but the future looks fairly positive, so that's good at least. And we'll see how things turn out, really. Yeah, that's probably all I want to say about that. Too early to say what's happening. These are kind of cool, actually. I'm getting a super cool kind of Shetland or moorland kind of feeling from these rocks. Oh, it makes me want to put more on. But I also don't want to overdo it. Up here. Yes. Get one here as well. I think one there would be good. Yes, okay. So that creates a bit of a rockier effect, which is good. Yes, that's good. Oh, and one on there. And now I don't know what to do now. This is a problem. With this kind of a terrain, there's not really a lot of options in Minecraft. Like I want scrubby bushes. Ferns, I suppose. Ferns and dead bushes maybe can work. Maybe some flowers actually. Well, maybe we do have options. Can you not stack those anymore? Oh, big fern is a separate thing, isn't it? Fern. Large fern. There it is. Tree. How about a big dead tree? That could work actually, couldn't? Let's go for a big dead tree like here. And for big dead tree we need acacia wood, so we'll use acacia wood, I guess. So acacia wood is 162 and we want 162. Was it like 14 maybe? 13? BR rock. 16213. Try that out. Whoops. Didn't do that. I don't know what I hit, but don't want it. So that's not it. 14. What? Guess it's not 16214. Aha, there we go. Okay, so let's make this wants to be obviously a bit smaller. Size 3 maybe. Oh, that's a cool idea actually, like forest built out of like obsidian. I really like that actually. I'm definitely stealing that idea. Expect a burnt forest. That could be really cool with like grey sand for ash. Have like the whole floor be made of like gravel and concrete powder, and the trees made of yeah, I think obsidian looks kind of like burnt wood, doesn't it? That's a cool idea though. Well done. Alright, so we need this to be a little bit less round. Wow, it's crazy how much just 5% eccentricity really changes the way this looks. Well, that's a pretty freaking good tree actually so far. Pretty cool shape. Just do 2 now for some branches. There's 1. Yeah, no, I love that actually as an idea. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm hoping to get that in. I mean, I have a lot of work to do first, but I mean, I think a burnt forest could be super cool. Oh, we're gonna build a volcano. Yeah. So when I build a volcano, which I guess maybe I'll do next, I'm just flying over now because I'm musing. I'm gonna fly over this way. Obviously you have to do this coast here. So yeah, over here is going to be volcano, and we can have big volcano and then burnt forest underneath. That would be super cool because we've got the forest here. It would make perfect sense. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. All the way. How about all the way around the volcano? Actually, we can have like lava flowing out and like burnt trees and stuff all the way around. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. Thumbs up. Do approve. Yeah, I just flew over there for no reason. There's nothing to see there. I don't know why I bothered. Well, just to, I suppose just to show you where. Although I'm sure by now you know where the volcano was going to be. I'm going to be here for 20 more minutes, maybe, or 15 more. I'll probably finish this tree and then call it a day. So this is... I think the branches are just way too big, maybe? Let's whittle them down a bit, but that's always easier said than done, unfortunately, I find. Oh, let's pick on some edges here. Yes. So this is going to be... this is the tricky part, is getting these branches to look kind of good and not too chunky. Hello, friend. How are you today? I'm doing just fine, personally. Today I am working on a small area on the edge of the map that I've been working on. Building a windswept stack, stack. It's a stack. Hi, Tyler. Yeah, you want to see the whole island? I will take us around the whole island right after I've finished with this this tree here. How have you been, friend? It's been a little while. I haven't been away too long, right? I guess, did you miss this Friday stream? I did do a stream on Friday last week, but I've been kind of busy with real life stuff, so there was a period with no streaming, unfortunately. These branches, they're so thick, so heavy. I should have used a smaller brush, I suppose. That must be the lesson I'm learning here. Yeah, what's the story about subs? Like submarines or what? Subscribers? So let's do something like this and just add a few kind of more twiggy looking branches on. Actually, let's try and make this a little bit less obviously too bulky. So is this, that's part of the same branch, is it? I think it is, kind of. So let's just kind of separate them a little bit, make them look a little bit lighter. Still so bulky though, so heavy. So there's no particular theme to this island. Well, I suppose the theme is it's a desert island. Maybe there's nobody, there's no evidence of living, or very little evidence of anybody living on this island. Oh, there is a magical. It's a magical island, I suppose. I'm not sure whether I'll destroy. There's a one distinctly magical area, and I'm not sure if I don't think it fits. So I think I might take it out. But I will show. If you can wait a few more minutes, I will show you around, and you'll be able to see what we got going on here. So the idea is, I think at the moment I'm leaning towards a exploration-based adventure map where there's not really any combat or difficulty per se, apart from just in kind of exploring it. I'm thinking maybe I could do something with kind of like, you know, like an old-fashioned point-and-click adventure game using command blocks, I suppose. So like you have I don't know, some items and you can use them in different ways, and it advances the story. I'm sure that's how probably most adventure maps work actually nowadays, but I'm not sure. I know a lot of adventure maps used to be like use the Minecraft mechanics in a clever way, but we don't have to do that anymore because of the command blocks, I think. So we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so this is still super chunky. Let's really just come take out a whole section of that, and down the side here too. And there we go. Alrighty, I think that'll do for now. Alrighty, bye-bye, Tokay. So yeah, I've got a few minutes left now. I'll fly around the island now. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to just reconnect to the server real quick. And alrighty, well, I hope to see you. I'm going to pump up the render distance so we can load everything in at once. And this is what I've been working on today. There was nothing here before. Obviously, the water needs to be put back, but there was these stacks and stumps I built all today. This area was here before. Let's fly over this way. So here is the main area that I've been working on for the past 2 months or so. With our trees, big trees. Just get this little beach in here since it is there and it's quite nice. Have a small little beach here with the trees over it. You mean the arches, I suppose. Yeah, they look pretty cool actually, don't they? So yeah, we got a couple of big boy trees over here. Here we have the kind of the center of this region is with this temple here. So actually something I'm interested to see is can we load both the temple and the, yeah, we can actually see what we built today in the background there, so that's kind of cool. Kind of obscured, looks a bit weird. I think it's definitely going to take a bit more effort on the tree there. Still something I'm practicing and perfecting. I'm not very good at building the trees. Yeah, any kind of tree really. This is, I think I've got close to perfecting this kind of technique. This particular kind of tree looks pretty good, but obviously it has leaves on it, so taking those leaves off and having a bald tree is a different skill entirely, and one that I've not perfected. Yeah, the temple looks cool, doesn't it? Really enjoying the temple. So still, I think this area here is probably going to have some work done on it. I'm thinking I'm going to put maybe some like ruins in it, because I think bright white ruins might go quite nicely in there. And potentially, actually, we could have some ruins over this way as well. So over here we have some more stacks and stumps of various descriptions. Look a bit lackluster actually. I think this area is another one that I would like to pay attention to, but there's so much coastline that, you know, it's going to take a long time to I mean, I hope you like watching coasts get built. So over this side we have the beach that took me way too long to build, but is looking nice and smooth. You'll see those trees in the background actually, which is good. I'm trying to build everything so that it can all be seen at once, really. Also that you can stand in the middle and just look in any direction and just see loads and loads of terrain, essentially. We will go up here and we'll grab the mountain real quick. Load that one in. All the way to the top. So I heard there's talk of cubic chunks. Does anyone know anything about that? Are they making cubic chunks a standard, i.e. no more height restriction for Minecraft? Oh. Let's load in the rest of this area here, and we'll just get the whole of this bay. Unfortunately, we have deloaded the bit we just built. It's been unloaded, but I guess it's fine. There is. This is the main viewpoint. This is what I had in mind when I was building it. I wanted this to look cool, and I think it looks pretty cool. Zoom in. Yeah, we get this kind of temple looks pretty cool from here, which is important, obviously. Yeah, looks cool. And obviously, most of that way which you've seen. Yeah, I do like the kind of, it's got this like molten core almost to it, which I think looks kind of cool. I mean, it's not molten, but gold. Let's take a shortcut, or actually it's a long cut through this this very shiny cave. Which will take us out again into the sunlight and brings us to the canyon. And we got the limestone pavement here, which I think still looks kind of cool, actually. It has been, when I copied it, something went wrong and it generated, blocks were generated. Not blocks, what's the term? Ores, I suppose, were generated. So, you can see that we did get some damage over the whole build, but I think it looks cool rather than bad. So that's good, at least. And you can see down here we have this area. It still looks cool. Still nothing at that other end. That one still needs some building work. But you know, one thing at a time. The more stuff I build, the more edges there are for me to build. So yeah, it's an exponentially growing job. It is quite jungly. I can kind of see it. And so here is the other side of the mountain. In fact, through there is the beach that I was showing you. Hello, ENTV. So you can see here we actually have, in fact, let me just fly out over here real quick. We actually have a whole thing here which needs some work on it as well, but that's being left aside for now, and this whole area too. There is a lot of space for something here. Who knows what it's going to be. So back through here we have this, whatever that is. Just built that, kind of testing some techniques a little bit. Here is the dead tree, which looks pretty good, actually. It's not a bad dead tree. We've got this kind of moorland here. I wish I'd known about the rock brush at this point. It would have made this a lot easier. And another side effect was that a lot of these trees lost their leaves. In fact, you know what? Let's just repair it now. Why not? So, what kind of leaf is this? Oak leaves. Okay, so that's easy. I think that's 18.5, is it? So let's do BR rock 18.5. And we want to do size 2, and we'll do 95 maybe. At least it wasn't 18.5, it must be 18.4, is it? Is that an oak leaf? Yeah, it is. Okay. And so we're going to do mask air as well. Oh no. Let's do that again. Mask air. I am holding. Oh, okay. Maybe this one? Nope. Do this one. Okay, let's just real quick do that again. Mask air. There we go. Alrighty. So we can put these back in because they rotted away. When the world was copied, these were generated back to regular plain old leaves. And so they lost, the leaves just rotted away because they weren't next to any blocks. They weren't next to any log blocks, because of course this tree is built from concrete. So yeah. So if you use there's two different types of leaf block actually. There is regular leaves and there's placed leaves. So if you, for example, use shears in survival to get a leaf and then you place it, you'll find they won't rot away, even if it's not next to a log blocks, so you can use this basically to make bushes and things like that. Yeah, that's basically how that works. So if you use, you know, it's possible that I just used the wrong leaves, to be honest, because I didn't realize this at the time. So maybe I just used the wrong leaves. I don't know. Something went wrong anyway, and the wrong leaves were placed either by the copying operation or when I originally built it, and the leaves have just rotted away. So this will hopefully repair them a little. I can't have been too wrong, because the other tree managed to survive mostly intact, so I don't know what happened really. Something weird happened. Wow, there's a lot more leaves to this apparently at one point. Oh, I know what happened here. These didn't rot away because there are actual log blocks inside, whereas there aren't on the other. Wow, this needs a lot more leaves, huh? Just really go to town with the leaves. Might even want to use a slightly bigger brush. I think we're okay actually. We'll just hit it up with a bunch more leaves. Try and make a more interesting shape. Or more full shape, I suppose, is what we're going for here. Yeah, good enough. Alright. Well, we repaired some damage there. Whoops. And in the meantime, we've loaded in a bunch of stuff. So here is Peaceful Valley. This was also hit with the same issue. Do you see that there's ores being generated in places where there weren't before? Oddly enough, our little clearly not natural arch there has been hit. And yeah, you know what, let's add a few on here too. Oops. So this was the first thing that I built for this particular island. Yeah, I think it looked quite cool. I actually only started them. I started them as white because if you can see, there's a lot of damage here. Let's see if we can repair some of this damage. I only made them white because I was planning on replacing it later, and I thought white would make it kind of easier to see what I was doing. But then after I built it, I was like, wow, these actually look pretty cool. So I left it. Yes. Nice. Yeah, cool. That looks a bit weird, doesn't it? And close that off a little. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I was doing a tour, and I have to go very soon, so let's just quickly finish off the rest of the area here. Mushroom Kingdom. Very messy. A lot of stuff going on here. Basically a great big experimentation ground. This was a huge success, I would say. Fly Garrick looks kind of cool. This thing, don't know what that is. It's okay. Yeah, no, overall kind of cool. But unfinished. It's taken a lot of effort to build that. That was about 2 weeks, I think, building that section. So very slow going on that. Through here we have the Vile or Virulent Valley. This is the one that I'm thinking about getting rid of. I'm not sure it fits with the rest. Still see the mountain over there, actually. Just about. I'm trying to make them, I mean, part of the idea for the area that I started on was to make it nice and cohesive, to make it almost like pseudo-realistic, whereas this area was made in much smaller regions. So it was about a week per region for these, whereas this obviously has been about 2 months on one region, but trying to keep it like nice and consistent, so jungle the whole way around. And anyway, I digress. I must be going now because it is past, and I'm supposed to be at work soon. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody for watching, anybody who's left, Tyler in particular. And bye-bye, everybody. And you, assuming you work, or if you're a student, study, or, well, whatever it is you do, have a good day.